I agree. Tottenham should get Michael Carrick. Agree. And he played for them just like Arteta for Arsenal. Michael Carrick is the type of manager Tottenham need. Tottenham need a project manager. I went on my Instagram. I posted. Anyone doesn't follow my Instagram, check it out. By the way, it's in the description of this video. I posted on my story who I thought the candidates Tottenham should get for their manager, and I said in there Michael Carrick, Roberto de Zerbi, Nagelsmann, the Sporting Lisbon manager, Thomas Frank, and I wanted to say Vincent Kompany as well, but I didn't have enough space. But those are the type of managers I think Tottenham should go for. A project manager. Someone that's going to be a bit young, maybe a bit naive. It could go against them, but someone's going to bring fresh ideas, change everything, integrate the academy a little bit more, and get Tottenham fans going to Tottenham games with a smile on their face again. Because I live in North London, right? I know a lot of Tottenham fans, just like I know a lot of Arsenal fans. And there's Tottenham fans I know that don't want to go to the games anymore. They don't. They fully don't go to the Tottenham ground anymore. Because they're like, why am I watching this? I'd rather watch it from home. Because at least I can turn the TV off if I don't like it. It's not fun to watch Tottenham right now. They're not. They're feeble. They play horrible football. They're weak. They're spineless. Their best players look disinterested. There's not really any academy players. And if there is academy players, it's Oliver Skipp, who's barely an academy player. He's been around the team for 4 years. They want to see the young, fresh players integrated into the side. When Arsenal were going through the bad period, right, a few seasons back, the only thing that kept me really invested in the football club was the Sackers, was a Smith Rose, was a young bloods getting integrated and looking really excited in the football team. That's what kept the fans going. That's what kept the fans believing. Tottenham don't have any belief right now. And I think they need a new manager that's going to integrate the academy, give these young players a chance, because they give a young manager a chance, give those players a chance. He won't demand a big budget from Daniel Levy, because I know Tottenham fans want Levy out, etc. They want ENIC out. But look, it's very hard to get rid of the owner. It's very hard to get rid of the chairman. If one thing you got to do is you got to adapt to the owner and chairman. I know every manager needs money. I agree. But you're not going to bring the manager that's going to want Champions League level money. That's why I said Tottenham, they're bringing in Chelsea managers in Mourinho, Conte, but they're not a Chelsea football club. They're not going to give them the checkbook. They're not going to give them the millions to spend. So don't do it. Don't bring in managers that are going to expect millions to spend. Bring in managers that are going to embrace a project, like the companies, like the Michael Carricks, etc. That's who Tottenham should bring in, man. Bring one of those managers and get cooking. Let him build the process. Trust the process as well. I know it's a cliche, but genuinely trust the process and let him have time with that Tottenham team. And if he brings the football back, that's the main thing. As soon as the football comes back, the fans can get on board. Trust me, man. Trust me. I know you're a big club in Tottenham, so you need results along the way. But if the football's back, because trust me, Spurs have been starved of good football for a while now. If the football's back, the fans will buy in. Believe me when I say that, man. If they see young players integrated from the academy, the fans will buy in. If the fans see the light at the end of the tunnel, they will buy in. Majority of them will, especially these Tottenham fans, because they've been starved of any sign of good football under Conte, Mourinho, Nuno Espirito Santo, etc. So they're going to want the good football back. That's what I think Tottenham should bring in, man. The man's just going to come in, fresh ideas, change everything. Change the training ground if you need to. Change the diet. Change who starts. Change who doesn't start. Get rid of some players, man. Get rid of the old heads like Lloris, like Davinson Sanchez, etc. Players that have just stayed too long, overstayed their welcome. They've ended up being a burden on the team now. That's what I believe should happen, man. That's what I believe should happen. So let's see. Let's see. If I'm Tottenham, I'm bringing in a young, exciting manager. But let's see if they do that, man. I'm an Arsenal fan, so obviously Tottenham fans, feel free to take what I say with a pinch of salt, but I'm giving it as an impartial, unbiased point of view. I hope Tottenham fans can appreciate my opinion on this. Wonder if it's a really good idea for Kompany or Carrick, up-and-coming young managers, to go to Spurs, which could be a disaster and put their careers back. It could, right? So this is a toss-up. For both Spurs and both those managers, I mean, Arsenal always had the risk when they employed Mikel Arteta, right? Coming out of the Man City job. I always say this, right? If you're going to bring in a manager, they either have to be world-class or you believe they have the potential to be world-class. Those are the only two times you bring the manager. People always like to bang on about give the manager time. I agree, but give the right manager time. That's what I believe in, right? Is someone like, I don't know, Antonio Conte the right manager for Tottenham? No. Was Nuno Espirito Santo the right manager for Tottenham? No. So don't give them time. Was Graham Potter the right manager for Chelsea? No. Don't give them time. Cut your losses, move on. Was Mikel Arteta the right manager for Arsenal? The Arsenal board believed so they gave him time. They trusted the process throughout the bad times. If Tottenham are going to need to bring in one of these managers, they understand it's going to be a risk, so they're going to have to trust them 100%. They can't go into this willy-nilly 50% in or out. They have to fully go into the process and fully commit. If they bring in Kompany, Carrick, Roberto de Zerbi, the young Sporting Lisbon manager, go in there and honestly bring in those manager and say, we're behind you. Bring the football back, bring the academy back. We're fully committed to you. We want results along the way, but we want to see the football back first of all and fully be committed to it. And I think that's what will bring success. In terms of manager himself, I see your point as well from that. If say it flops terribly, it could set their career back. But I always believe the ship doesn't sail twice. I watched the Jose Mourinho documentary, and when I believe it was Chelsea coming in for him, or no, it was Real Madrid actually coming in for Mourinho, he asked himself, he was like, Real Madrid's the biggest job in world football. Do I go for it? And in the end, he took it. Why? Because he said the ship doesn't sail twice. Real Madrid want me today. They might not want me in a year's time. I take this job now. So if you're Kompany, if you're Carrick, and if Tottenham come calling, you take the job, in my opinion, because the ship doesn't sail twice. In a year from now, you might go for someone different. It's just like when Harry Kane wanted to leave Tottenham, Levy said, stay. You'll have more options next summer. And guess what happened? Teams wanted Kane, but the real team that Kane wanted to go to, Man City, didn't want him anymore. The ship doesn't sail twice. The ship doesn't set sail twice, man. So if you're one of these managers and Tottenham are calling, you take the job, in my opinion, man. And look, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. It went wrong for David Moyes. It went wrong for Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool, etc. You just go, it went wrong for Unai Emery at Arsenal. You go back to your roots and you rebuild again, man. You rebuild. Second chance will happen in football. They're still young. Trust me, it can happen. I think they should take the job. That's just my opinion on it. Feel free to disagree. Let me know your thoughts in live chat. If you are Kompany, if you're Carrick, if you're any of these young managers and Tottenham offer you the job, do you take it? For me, you do, man. For me, you do. It's a big club. And I think it's a really good opportunity as well, man. Really good opportunity. And you can have time as well, I think, at Tottenham. I think you will.